Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and we're into May. So let's have a look how April went down. So I started off with a little bunny rabbit, you may notice it's Thumper, and the good old My Doodle 9 challenge. A monthly for me at the moment is a very different thing because let's face it, I'm not going out, I'm not living my best life because we're all on lockdown. So I'm going to recreate some of this spread but in a different way, and I'll talk you through how I've adapted it for staying at home. My first weekly was a Mario theme. We got the Wii down from the loft and I introduced Leo to the magic that is Mario. Ultimately, the best week of April by far. The second page I've got, it's a doodle challenge. And I'm really funny with doodle challenges at the moment. It's one a day, it's 5 minutes. How could you not do it? I don't know. I think when I drew the toilet paper, that was me done. So I didn't finish that doodle challenge, I'm afraid. Let's just skip the page, turn it over. Week 2 bought Mary Poppins. We got Disney Live in April and it's changed the game. So I watched the Mary Poppins Returns, the live remake. Oh, loved it. Every piece of it. Loved it all. Can't have anything bad to say about it. But I tell you what I do have to say. I watched The Tiger King on Netflix. That's a bit of weirdness, isn't it? Anyone watch The Tiger King? That's a whole different video chat. We'll might have to get to that another time. 2 things that I've added in this week. A brain dump, just so anything that's going on in my head. I did try and sort it out by category. Didn't work. And an energy flows page. So just things that I want to do, things that I want to try. If I'm sort of a bit stuck for to-do list one day, that's the page I'm going to go back to. Now, this was me trying to prep and be a little bit more organised with Doodle Day Darlings and just try and put things down, some video ideas. It's a work in progress, guys. I'm going with it. And this one you've seen, hopefully, if you've watched my last video. This is the Wicked Weekly. Well, that's not easy to say. Really enjoyed this one. The black was quite nice to embrace, but there it is. We have Disney Plus now. I'm that sort of person. I actually now record all the different things in a tracker of what I'm watching, and then I go on the other side of the page and I do a little doodle from that film. That's me. I do that. So that's in there and it's my most favourite page. And then we get into how I created my May pages. So for May, the cover page, it is a Beauty and the Beast inspired rose stained glass window. Longest description ever, I think that wins. And you might find that the video is a bit funny. It's a bit jerky. It's not the usual sped up quality you would expect. That's because I thought I was being clever this month and filming on hyperlapse speed on the iPad. Thinking that was just a 2 times faster speed. Oh no, it's like a 36,000 times speed. It's ridiculously quick. It hyperlapsed this entire drawing into 20 seconds. So I've had to just elongate that out a little bit so that we don't all get motion sickness. But if you're wondering how you can create this rose themed stained glass window from Beauty and the Beast, then you can head on over to my website right now, as I've just launched a free printable of this exact image. So you can go over, download it, stick it underneath the page in your journal and trace the outline of the rose stained glass on top and colour in. Or you can just colour it in as a colouring in printable all on its own. I don't mind what you do with it, as long as you tell me that you enjoy it, I think we'll be okay. And for the second page in my journal, it's always the My Doodle 9 challenge. It's a very simple premise, 9 boxes. That centre box is yours. You can draw whatever you like, whatever tickles your pickle. And then you go onto Instagram, you upload it, you let the world see your creative little centre box, and you go and pick 8 of the people's centre boxes that have inspired you. You add them into those 8 outer boxes and you upload it onto Instagram. You tag the accounts you've used, you let them know, and voila, My Doodle 9. It's a really nice way of people connecting. I've really enjoyed seeing people follow each other and get to know each other. Let's spread some creative love, shall we? And for this video, usually I don't draw my centre box, but I'm going to. Have a look at this picture. You can tell me what it is. I'll wait. When you work out who it is, stop the video, find out what time it is, and let me know in the comments who this is that I'm drawing. I'll wait. I'm patient. Okay, I'm not that patient. I won't tell you who it is. I will carry on talking just in case you're looking at it with one eyebrow raised thinking, what is she on about? I'm going to talk to you about pens. The majority of these pages I'm using one brand, and that is Dingbats, their new pen range, the Atopens. They've not paid me to talk about them. They did gift me these because I do a lot of work with Dingbats. But you know when someone releases a product and you're a bit like, oh yeah, send it, let's have a go. And then you start using it and you're like, oh my God, I love it. They are really nice pens. I'm a little bit like, I may have to just buy some more. I'm waiting for them to bring out more colours. Then I will be in pen heaven. So for the doodling of this drawing, of which I'm not saying the name, although I'm pretty certain that by now, if you've not got it, we're going to have a few problems. What are you doing on my channel? I'm going to go in and use my Faber Castell red line markers, and this is the purple pen. Anyone been here since the beginning and know the significance of that purple pen? Yeah. And I'm going to use some Bic Colour Kids pens as well, just because I need lots of different purple shades for this smiley feline character. But I really do love the Dingbat pens. I just think they need more colour range. And once they've got that, they'll have me sold. But let's get into the final page for my setup, and it's the monthly. It's a bit of a weird one this month, but we'll work it. I'm going in and doing my faux brush lettering, and it's whilst I'm drawing this out that I'm sitting there thinking, it's 3 letters. You had to draw the whole thing out for 3 letters? I'm kind of practicing brush lettering at the moment, and I say kind of because like sometimes I want to, and then other times I just want to hide and never do it again. But it's at this point that I'm like, no, just jot out how you'd want the letters to look and have a go at freehand brush lettering. It's going to go one of 2 ways, right? Because it's not my forte. So on this left-hand side of the page, I'm going to put in my calendar. There really isn't a lot that I'm doing, if I'm honest. I'm not at work for the next 3 months. I'm not going outside. So what is there to put in there, really, other than giving myself a star for waking up and putting on pants? But I'm going to put a smaller one there. I've got a couple of deliveries coming, so that'll be nice to jot it out and put them in there. And it's always good to keep track of people's birthdays. It sucks if you've got a birthday on lockdown. My condolences. But let me know. I'll stick you down in my tracker because I've got not much else going on. So I'm going to go in, outline the May, and then here we go. Take a deep breath. Do it with me. Here she goes. If I did this in real time and slowed it down, we'd be here about an hour and a half. And if you were to actually see my face, you'd see a lot of concentration, a tongue sticking out, like little sweat dimples on my brow. It's stressful. It's a work in progress. But I did it. I did a bit of freehand brush lettering. And then I'll go back to my trusty old faithful and do some colouring in of my faux brush lettering. But on the right-hand side of this page, I'm going to split it and be a little bit more reflective. So I'm going to have just a free-handed thought space, so somewhere I can just write down and sort of tell my journal how I'm getting on in May and what I'm struggling with, what I'm happy with, that sort of stuff. And then I'm going to have some highlighted headers, so I can do a bit of guided stuff as well. So this side is the free-handed stuff. I'm attempting to write the word thoughts, and we're doing it again. I'm getting confident. Look at me go. It's quite hard to fit the word thoughts into such a small space, but I think we managed it. So there's going to be some guided headers as well, which will be quite nice because I often find sometimes when you sit down to just free write, your brain goes, nope, got nothing. So it's quite nice to have some headers. This header was not something I created. I will find the lady out that did it and opened my eyes, and I will tag her down below. So if you're interested, you can absolutely check her out. And then just to make it nice, big and bold, every day of the week. Because, you know, why would you forget one if you're not going out and doing anything? Has anybody got up one morning yet and gone, what day is it? What are we doing? I'm very much living my life by when the bins go out. So rather than a Monday to Sunday, I'm doing a Thursday to Wednesday in my house. So the ones that I have are my goals, the highlights, the low points, the things that I'm loving, the things that I'm watching, things that I'm reading and learning, and how I'm feeling. And then I can expand. And that's my layout, guys. So I've got my May stained glass window with free printable, don't forget, my Doodle 9 and my May monthly. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. And as always, I will see you soon.